What I've realized in trying to film this video is that there is a lot of nuances, especially when you're getting into sights. So my goal with this video is to be able to give you information that will help you make a decision on what target sight to buy as you're getting into target archery. Hey guys, we are nearing the end of our bow build series with this video today. I'm going to help you be able to narrow down your choices for what sight is best for you. Because we are building a target bow, just for the purposes of this video, we're going to talk about target sights. If you would like for me to do a how to choose hunting sights video, drop that down in the comments below. I'd love to do it, because the world of sights and scopes in general is really big and can be really overwhelming. But again, for the purposes of this video, we're gonna stick with the target-based sights. Before we move any further into this video, there's one thing that you really need to ask yourself, and that is, what is my budget? Because especially when you get into the target sights, you are going to spend quite a bit of money. Now, you can buy new, you can buy used, and that will help you make a better decision. My caution with buying used is you get what you pay for. If something seems super cheap, especially a reputable brand like Excel, B3, Bowfinger, any bigger brands like that, more popular brands, if it seems too good to be true, there's probably something wrong with it. Sometimes, very rarely, you will run across just an exceptional deal, and if that's the case and everything seems legit, I would recommend that. This site that I've been using for the last couple of years was, I bought it used. I actually bought it off one of the pros, the Open Pros. Got a great deal on it that way. So once you've determined your budget, there's really just a few features that you need to look for in your target sight. The first is going to be this horizontal bar here. This is your extension bar. There's really two options that you have in the target world. You have a 6-inch or a 9-inch bar, and it doesn't really seem to matter. One isn't better than the other is what I mean. Now, if you get a 9-inch bar, you can do some more torque tuning features, and what that looks like is taking your extension bar here and being able to run it further out. But I have a 6-inch bar here, and I run it as close as I can with being able to get into the divots. Again, that is a personal preference on which you prefer and how you use it. It's one of those things, there is a lot of just guess and check. It's not a set in stone way that works better, vice versa. So once you decide which you want, you're going to look for a couple different features, and I think these are they're more important than the length of your extension bar, and that is making sure you have a first, second, and third axis. And the way that works is this elevation bar right here, if you can tilt it to adjust your first. Your second is this way, so the scope will pitch this way. And then your third degree is it's going to allow you to move your scope housing, which is this, in or out in that fashion. So I would highly recommend, especially if you're doing 3D, you're going to want that third axis. I would venture to say that it's probably safe. Most sites give you all three options. So definitely get one that has first, second, and third axis adjustments. once you have got your sight, you're going to need a scope to go with it. Now this isn't a rifle scope, but it's this little round housing that I have right here in my hand. And this is where it kind of gets a little more specific with what you want to do. If you're looking for something that you can do just indoors with, you can get bigger or smaller. People usually use smaller scope housings. This is a 41 millimeter. They go down to like 29. A lot of different makers out there that are doing that. And then you're also going to pay attention to your pin right there in the middle. Because I am building this for indoor, I went with a little bigger pin this year. I just wanted to try something a little different. This is a 29 thousandths fiber, and so far I'm not hating it. But again, I've shot my second indoor league with it, so I'm still figuring it out. This is a 29 thousandths. They make a 19 thousandths. They make a 15 thousandths. They make a 10 thousandths. That's all, again, preference, what your eyes like, what you like to see. Typically, there's kind of a middle of the road, a 15 thousandths fiber that I shot last year. I was able to do both indoor and 3D with it. So if you're looking for something that kind of do both, that's what I would recommend. This pin is adjustable, especially with the Shrewd Optim housing, which is what I've got. It is, you're able to change it in and out. If you want to try something a little bigger, you don't have to buy the housing for your pin size. Now, if you want to do a different, bigger or smaller housing, of course, you're going to have to buy that. Then, once you kind of make that decision for yourself, you're going to be able to pick up a magnification lens. This, what I'm shooting right here, is a 5 power. I've got an 8 power. And if you've ever looked through a pistol scope, a handgun scope, you're gonna kind of understand what I mean by saying this, but the higher power that you have, the more you're gonna notice your movement when you're on target as you're shooting. I've shot as low as a 2 power. I've shot as high as a 8 power. And I wanted something that I could do both with. So I picked the 5 power as kind of the middle of the road there. If you're wanting just to set up an indoor bow, might want to go with a little higher, maybe not. That's for you to decide. And I think this is where it's important, where the archery community really comes into place. There's a lot of great guys out there that will let you at least look at their equipment, talk to them, get their perspective on why they use a certain power, why they don't. It's one of those things where it's not a one size fits all. Everything is going to be a little different for everybody. Everybody's eyes are different. Everybody shoots differently. So this is really tough to describe. But get involved with your local archery community. Go to your shop, shoot their league nights, talk to people. When you get a bunch of different perspectives, that's where you're going to be able to take all that knowledge and kind of apply what works best for you and help you make decisions. So it's basically whatever you want to shoot. If, like I said, this is my kind of do it all target bow. I've chosen a 5 power scope and haven't really had any regrets with that. My word of the wise is the higher power scope that you use, higher power lens that you use, you are going to notice your movement a little more. And then after that, now that I've looked at my equipment here, set that right there for the moment, I would recommend getting a sight light. This is the ETAC. I've been running it for the last couple years. It's a great sight. It's kind of one of those deals you buy once, you cry once type situations. It's a great light. It's important to run a sight light, especially in any target discipline, because the lighting situations change constantly. You can be shooting indoors and you don't need a lot of power and that's gonna brighten your fiber up. Here, I can show you real quick. So I've turned the power on. That shoots light to my fiber right there. Try to see if I can get you guys to see it. Maybe you can. That little blue light, that's just a blue light that's going to my pin fiber and allows me to kind of go from there. I don't really think that there's any sight in the market that you can go wrong with. I think one is just as good as the next. So this is where it can get really expensive, trying different things. But pick one thing, stick with it, use it. Get out there and shoot your bow. That's the only way you're going to be able to tell what the sight is capable of, what you are capable of, and that's really all is to it. Now, you can really get into the weeds with some of the stuff, but for somebody that's looking just to get started, what's your budget? What are you wanting to do with it? And just go from there. Talk to different people in the archery community, get feedback from them, and then just make an informed decision. It can be as simple as that.